What's up? Husto7 here, and today I've got a multi-part series showing off how to use your Key Dominator software for any of your Bloody keyboards. The keyboard that I'm using right now is the Bloody Lightstrike 720, but this software works for all of the different Bloody keyboards. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to bloody.com/download, pick the language of choice, and get Key Dominator installed. In this video, I'm going to show you how to adjust some of your standard features of the key with the key bindings, and I'm going to show you how to change some of the cosmetic features. I'll also have future parts where I'll talk about the super combo, macros, more advanced macros, binding keys, all sorts of things. So I'm going to split it up into chunks, so you can click this on a playlist and watch through them all, or you can find the video that you need with the links and the descriptions in the video description. So let's start off here with getting to know the software a little bit. So this is what it looks like, and you'll also have this overlay. Don't be alarmed. The first time you install the keyboard, it's going to say charging core. It might say that the keyboard is not a Bloody keyboard, but don't worry, it will figure it out after the core charges. The first time I plugged it in, I was like, what the heck? This is a Bloody keyboard. What's going on? Don't worry, that's normal. After the core charges, it'll just take a few minutes. You'll be ready to go. So before I actually show you the software, let me talk about this overlay right here. So this overlay comes with the software, and it's just a kind of quick feature so you can see some of the things on your keyboard, what profile you're in, which is indicated by this Bloody handprint, as well as the M1, and you can see if caps lock, game mode, num lock, etc. are on. So you can see there's caps lock, you can turn on game mode, that turns the G on, num lock, etc. So this overlay you can actually turn on or off, and if you right click on it, you can choose to have it always display, always hidden, or display only when changed. And a quick note about this is that it also can go off to the side. So if you move it like this, there, now it's just kind of hovering off to the side, and when you cursor over it, it will actually expand. So that's the overlay. You can switch profiles, and you can see the different profiles here, M1, M2, M3, all indicated by a different Bloody handprint logo. The overlay is a pretty nice feature. If you want to have it on, you can have it on top of other windows. I'm going to turn it off for now because I actually don't like to have the overlay on, but if you want to have it on, you can, and that's how that works. Okay, let's check out the software now. I'll show you how this works. This is what it looks like. Not really, here it just says Ultra Core. That's because there are 4 cores for the mouse software. There's just the one Ultra Core for Key Dominator. So if you used any of the other Bloody software, this page will probably look familiar. The first thing I'm going to show you on this page, or really the only thing I'm going to show you on this page, is just this little light bulb up here. If you click the little light bulb, you can change some of your light effects on your keyboard. You do want to make sure that you know, because some keyboards have certain light effects and other keyboards don't. So make sure you know what features are available to you. But here you can choose, you can click apply. The keyboard, whenever you change settings to it, will flash a couple times to let you know that the settings have been saved. So you can do the light effect up here. I'm going to set it to breathing because I like that effect. So that's really the only thing I'm going to show you here on this first page. I'll take you through some more things here in just a minute, but let me tell you about some of the key bindings that come standard on your Bloody keyboard. So the first is turning on game mode. And game mode is important because it disables the Windows key if you're on a Windows computer. The Windows key, if you press it, is going to bring up your menu. And the problem with that, it doesn't seem like a problem, but the problem that it has is that it will actually minimize you if you're in a gaming application. And so if you accidentally, if you're trying to click Shift or Z and you accidentally click that window key, you're going to get minimized, and it can be a problem. So you can actually just hold Function, which is the FN key next to Alt, and push F8. That's going to put you in game mode, and now this Windows key is disabled. If you accidentally bump it, it won't matter. You'll see that on your keyboard the G is now illuminated, as well as if you had the overlay on, it'll be a G, and you can turn it off just by repeating the process, Function and F8. Another thing you can do with Function is actually adjust the brightness of the keys by holding Function and going up or down with the arrow keys. So it looks like there's actually 3 different steps of brightness, as well as you can have off. And so you can do that with the up and down arrow keys while holding Function. If you hold Function and go left and right on the arrow keys, you actually change what profile you're in. Just like I was showing you here with my overlay, that actually will change which profile. And a profile is all of your settings and all of your key bindings. So you could have your standard M1 profile, and then you could switch to M2 when you're gaming, and you could switch to M3 when you're browsing the web, and then switch back to M1 when you're on, just your standard profile. And there's ways to auto switch, which I'll show you in part 2. But for now, function and left and right on the arrow key is going to switch your different profiles. The last thing is function and F12 will actually change the keyboard light effects. You can turn it off, you can turn it always on, or you can turn it into animation effects. I like to leave the animation effects on because I think they're really cool. So if you push it, you can actually turn on the animation effects, and after some time of activity, it will start doing some different animations. So there you have it. That's a brief overview of the key bindings that come standard on your Bloody keyboard, as well as getting the software and how to work the overlay. I'm going to end this part 1 video here, and I'll start part 2 right here in just a minute. If you're interested in that, we'll show you how to get through the super combo and binding keys so that you can actually start getting that competitive edge or that productivity increase if you're doing some work. So thanks for watching. If you learned something so far, click a like, and hope to see you in the next video in part 2. Thanks.